Something exciting is coming in 2019. Say hello to Toby. Meet Toby, our very own TFG credit expert and now host of his own series, Let's Talk Credit with Toby. This July, he'll be launching his first episode on all learning platforms to help you understand more about credit and why it benefits both our customers and the whole of South Africa. Make sure your team doesn't miss his first show. Hello and welcome to the first episode of Let's Talk Credit with Toby, where we will be covering today's important topic, what is consumer credit? Toby, are you ready? Great, let's go. So what exactly is consumer credit? It's simply a beneficial arrangement that is made for the customer to receive goods or services now and pay for them in the future. There are 5 different types of consumer credit. They are unsecured loans, used for personal needs such as medical, education, or household reasons. Retail cards, such as in-store accounts, used to buy clothing, shoes, accessories, and other fashion and lifestyle items. Incidental credit, for example, a bill that hasn't been paid and attracts interests. Credit cards, think Visa or MasterCard. Secured loans, used to buy a home or car. That's it for today on Let's Talk Credit with Toby. Join us for his next episode, Why Should We Care About Consumer Credit? Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Credit with Toby. Today we will be discussing the important topic, why should we care about consumer credit? Toby, in your last episode you explained what consumer credit is, but can you tell us why we should care about it? Consumer credit is very important for South Africa's economy, as it shows that there is growth. If customers can easily access and borrow money, retail sales go up, and the economy is stimulated, resulting in economic growth. And did you know that in South Africa, retail sales, so clothing that is sold to customers who use these credit facilities, forms the largest portion of the consumer credit market? So Toby, that means that TFG employees have a very important part to play in offering consumer credit to its customers and growing the economy. Retail credit also affords the broader population the opportunity to buy goods on credit at lower monthly installments and creates an opportunity for education. This enables a more inclusive economy and minimizes inequality amongst South Africans. That's it for today. Join Toby for his next episode. What are the different lines of retail credit available to customers? Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Credit with Toby. Today we'll be covering the important topic, what are the different lines of retail credit available to customers? Toby, in your last episode you explained why we should care about credit, but can you tell us what the different lines of retail credit are? Retail credit can be divided into 2 key areas, fixed credit line and revolving credit line. Furniture purchased on credit is typically categorized as fixed credit, as the once-off loan is repayable over a known term with a known interest. Clothing purchased on credit is often facilitated by a retail store granting a revolving credit facility to a customer. Customers have a retail account card with a specific credit limit amount which is available for them to spend. It is only by the customer making monthly payments on the account that the credit facility will stay open to them. Toby, is that correct? That's it for today. Join Toby for his next episode, How is Retail Credit Granted? Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Credit with Toby. Today we'll be covering the important topic, how is retail credit granted? In your last episode, Toby, you explained the different lines of retail credit available to customers. But can you tell us how it is granted? Firstly, a customer would make a written or verbal application through various channels. In-store, on the internet, over the phone, or on a mobile device. The information supplied by the customer would need to be sufficient for the credit provider to carry out a risk and affordability assessment in line with the National Credit Act. This would include risk assessments to determine if the customer is able to manage the credit facility, affordability assessments to determine the value the customer would be able to repay on such a credit facility without overextending him or herself. Fraud assessments, to determine if the applicant is in fact the correct person. Validation of documents and information, to determine if everything provided by the applicant is true and correct. Based on the outcome of these assessments, the applicant would be notified if their application was successful or not. That's it for today. Join Toby for his next episode. How does retail credit benefit our customers? Hello, and welcome back to Let's Talk Credit with Toby. Today we'll be covering the important topic, how does retail credit benefit our customers? Toby, in your last episode you explained how retail credit is granted. But can you tell us how retail credit benefits our customers? Retail credit is often the first line of credit to be granted to a person before the banks do. So it is a great benefit to our customers because it is a starter credit that can set them up for life. Toby, can you explain this for us visually, please? Retail credit enables monthly budgeting by making goods available to the customer and improving their affordability over the long term. It provides certain discounts and other benefits such as interest-free purchases. It also educates first-time account holders on managing their credit and building a good credit record which will help them in the future when they need to take out other loans. Wow, Toby! So a good credit record now could mean a student loan, a car loan, or even a home loan in the future. Retail credit gives South Africans the opportunity to buy items that they might never have been able to buy at lower monthly installments. That's it for today. Join Toby for the last episode of the season. Hello, and welcome to the final episode of Let's Talk Credit with Toby, where we will be recapping what we have learned from Toby over the season. Let's see how much of this you can remember. Retail credit is a beneficial facility available to customers that enables them to receive their goods now and pay for them in the future. We should care about credit because A, it grows the economy, and B, benefits our customers. Retail credit enables our customers to budget, provide certain discounts, and educates them on how to manage their credit and build a good record for future loans. Through the implementation of structured credit risk and affordability assessments, clothing retailers are at the forefront of responsible credit granting practices and principles. Well done, and thanks Toby for being an amazing host on Let's Talk Credit with Toby, and for helping us see how credit can be good for us all. Now you too can join Toby as a TFG credit expert and help educate your customers on the major benefits of having retail credit.